Hello everyone, welcome to Yoga with Adriene. I'm Adriene and this is Sweet Benji resting his head. And today we have a super awesome, quick, hands-free core. So hop into something comfy and let's get started. Okay, let's start on our backs. We're going to be here the whole time. We are going to work hard today, but just remember the breath always comes first. If you did bring a block, go ahead and have it within arm's reach. If you didn't bring it, no worries. We can work very well without it. Let's just take a second to tune in. So bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Allow the knees to fall in together so you can rest the lower half of your body. If it feels comfortable, bring your hands to your belly. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space. And as you just take a moment here to get settled in, really think of this as time for you. Thank you for letting me guide you. I'm going to do my best to guide you in such a way that you don't need to look at the screen too much. Please do, of course, if you need to, but otherwise allow yourself, best you can, to let the sound of my voice guide you, along with your body, the intuition of your body. Let's come to the breath with a little bit of consciousness. So as you're ready, take a deep breath in on a 3 count. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Pause, hold your breath here. And let's exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It'll take a second to get into this rhythm, but here we go. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale for 3. Big breath. 2, 1. Pause. And release for 5, 4, 3. And on the 1, see if you can draw your navel down towards your spine here a little bit. Let's release the hands. Bring them to the mat and walk the feet back in line with the hips. So toes pointing forward. We'll just move through some gentle pelvic tilts here. So this is an abdominal practice, but in yoga we of course are working with the whole body, the whole self, and that includes your energy, your emotional body. So like I said, feel free to take this time for you, really drop into your breath. Moving some energy in the center of the body. The next time your tailbone is lifted, so the pelvis is rocked and the tailbone is lifted, imagine you have 2 rubber bands between your hip points, these ASIS points, and then your low ribs. And you can even take your fingers to these parts of the body to help make that visual connection. Good, then we'll bring the hands back to the yoga mat. We're going to keep this connection of those 2 rubber bands as you slowly lift your right shin, right foot. So again, we're keeping the tailbone lifted. We call this imprint in Pilates. We're keeping that imprint. We're hugging the low ribs in. We're waking up through the low abs. And then release the right foot down slowly as to not rock the pelvis and maintain that muscular connection. Left leg, here we go. And lower, and now we're gonna alternate, right? Turning on those low abs, drawing them in like you're cinching together from the waistline, from those hip points. Hugging the low ribs in, moving back and forth, left to right. Notice if your pelvis is really rocking with this move and see if you can keep it, see what you have to do in your core to keep it more stable. So if you're like, man, I don't feel like I'm getting a lot yet, We are working with deep stabilizing muscles here, muscles here. Working with the deep core muscles. All right, keep marching here. If you're like, whoa, I'm starting to feel things turn on like I never have before. Hey, yo, stay where you are with the marching. Another option would be to bring both legs to table and work on them both legs at a time. Inhaling, feet to the earth. Exhaling, knees to table, shins to tabletop. I would say if you can't maintain that tuck of the pelvis, that imprint, then stick to one leg at a time. Let's do 3 more. You got this. And the next time your leg or legs are lifted, let's bring both shins up. So we'll meet here in this tabletop position. We still have our rubber bands here connecting those hip points and the low ribs. Again, use your hands to gently touch the body if that helps you create that visual and that connection. Draw the navel down towards the spine, find your imprint, lift the tailbone up. If your low back is giving you any fussiness at all, we can make this wonderful adjustment of just bringing the knees a little bit closer in for a little more support. And if you have that strength and stability already and you want to challenge yourself, bring those knees out. I'm sure many of you already know this, but just a reminder, challenge yourself if you like here. Okay, from here, palms are going to press into the yoga mat, or you can even grab the outer edges for a little more stability. We're going to rock the shins. We're going to keep the knees. Oh, this is where your block could come in great handy if you have one, especially a foam, but cork could work too. We're going to squeeze the block here. If you don't have a block, you can still do this, but you'll just have to work a little bit harder to keep those knees exactly in line with the hip points as you rock onto your right hip. So we're moving into those side abs, those oblique muscles, and then all the way back to center, working to keep the pelvis where it's at in space, and then take it to the other side. So palms on the ground, or you can use that grip of the outer edge of the mat. There will be a tendency to want to move fast here, and you're going to miss a lot. If you have the block, use it, squeeze it as you lift. If you want more of a challenge, once you've done a couple rounds, so everyone do a couple rounds, when you rock to one side, you could extend the legs out and then bring them back in. Notice if you have lost that conscious breath. Just bring it back into the picture. Prioritizing your breath. So I would say where we typically tend to speed this up is on the return. So see if you can slow it down. Draw the low abs in and together. Then go ahead and even it out. And then come back to center and take a rest. You can take the block to the side. We'll take the hands and we'll press the tops of the thighs, sorry. Feeling just a little opening through the hip creases here. Breathe in, breathe out, and hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side if it feels good. Big inhale here together. Inhale. Exhale, navel draws down as we slowly lift the chest up towards the knees. From here, relax your shoulders. You're going to hold onto your right knee and send your left leg out long. Then we're going to slowly, just slow to start, switch. Left knee in, right leg out. You can flex both feet or point. And switch, slow to start. And switch. Now, if you feel like there's a doming effect happening in the center of your abdominal wall, reset. Find those rubber bands, draw the navel down and in, feel the hip points cinching together, and then slowly begin again. If you want to from here, we can move this into a little more of a traditional single leg stretch by straightening the legs. So we're going to a scissor effect, or we're keeping the knee bent, one leg straight. Let me rephrase that. Both legs straight or one leg straight. You got this. Maybe once you start to feel support, so that means no pain in the low back, you can start to speed it up. Find your breath. You're here for 3, you got this. 2, and 1. Release, take a rest. Awesome work. Interlace the fingertips now, bring them behind your head, create a little neck cradle for yourself. If this is not good for your hands because of an injury or anything else, you can just keep the hands resting gently by your side where we were. Everyone take a nice lateral breath. So think about a big wide breath that just expands the front body, the back body, and the side bodies. Then when you're ready, use your next exhale to draw the navel down to the earth, lift your head, your neck, and your elbows up. Keep your elbows at like a V, so rather than coming into center. Find the connection between your 2 rubber bands here, so actively engage through your core. Then when you're ready, we'll lift one knee up again, one shin up again, then the other. Moving into some twists. So left elbow's going to reach towards the right knee. Keep it lifted as you come back to center. Right elbow, or I like to think of right armpit, reaching towards the left knee. So this isn't your typical bicycle. So we're keeping our head, the neck, the chest kind of in the same plane this whole time. We're keeping the knees, the legs in the same place, therefore the pelvis nice and stable the whole time. And the armpits, let's go with it, are reaching towards the opposite knee. Stay here, breathing, moving with this repetition mindfully, with awareness. If you would like a little added challenge, you extend the opposite leg. Try to keep that pelvis stable. You got it. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. You got this. And then slowly release, hug the knees into the chest. Bring your palms to your kneecaps. And we're gonna just create a little circular motion with the knees. So you can go out and around and in. We can keep the knees tight together, moving in one direction or the other. Find what feels good in your body here. And then release the feet to the ground. Let's take a nice big twist here. So arms are going to come to goalpost arms. Inhale in, hug the knees back up to the chest. Exhale, allow the knees to fall over to the right. Turn your gaze to look past your left shoulder, or for me, lovingly at Benji. Take a deep breath in, like a balloon breath, filling your belly with air. And then slowly make your way back through center and take it to the other side. Stay here for a couple breaths, breathing into your belly. So you have an option here. You can head into Shavasana next, or you can repeat this sequence, repeat the video, do another round. In time, you might even build to doing 3 reps of that same little ditty. Slowly coming back to center, windshield wipering the legs if that feels good, all the way out to extension, allowing the arms to rest, the arms to rest gently at your side. Thank you so much for joining me, for taking care of your body, for really putting your attention and your valuable time in to strengthening your center. Enjoy repeating this video if that's your jam. If not, bring the palms together, thumbs to third eye. We'll take a deep breath in and a long breath out to close. You guys did great. Rock and roll. Namaste.